Buen día, vamos a hacer nuestra presentación acerca de la tercera actividad de estrategia. Analysis of Case, HBR, Building Your Company's Vision. Subject, Strategy. Authors, Ascencio, Montaña, Freddy, Leonard, Pérez, Fuentes, Arlin, Danilo, Vanegas, Castro, Angélica. Teacher, Juan Arana. Vocabulary. Business strategies. It is a business plan that takes place in the long term to help achieve goals or objectives. The objective is to strengthen a particular company so its performance improves and in return the business becomes more profitable. Code of ethics. It sets standards that regulate the behavior of people within a company or organization. Competitive disadvantage. Appearance that does not possess a company relative to other companies in the same sector or market, and limiting it to have better performance than those undertaking and therefore a position at a disadvantage in that sector or market. The product brand service may be to the customer, the production process, technology, among others. Core ideology defines the enduring character of an organization, a consistent identity that transcends product or market life cycles, technological breakthroughs, management fads, and individual leaders. Core purpose is the second part of core ideology. Is the organization's reason for being. An effective purpose reflects people's idealistic motivations for doing the company's work. It captures the soul of the organization. Core values are the essential and enduring tenets of an organization. A small set of timeless guiding principles, core values require no eternal justification. They have intrinsic value and importance to those inside the organization. Corporate social responsibility covers those responsibilities which the company assumes before society or its stakeholders, because required by law, because they are part of its function, or the organization assumed voluntarily. Accelerating goals, the result of or achievement toward which efforts is directed and that causes strong feelings. Envisioned future is what we aspire to become, to achieve, to create something that will require significant change and progress to attain it. Leading edge innovation, new products or services which is first or set more advanced or advanced with respect to others. Motivating forces, strategies and techniques for mastering the emotions and the relationships to obtain good results. Outstanding achievement, something that has been accomplished as by hard work, ability, or heroism and is prominent. Quality, character with respect to how excellent or superior something is that distinguishes it from others. Vision, a vivid imaginative idea, conception or anticipation of something that will or could come to be.
Market research depends identification of customer needs in the possibility of responding to vision or developing complete averages for organization. Investigation data the data production during life cycle of research project and the new research was production has been carrying customer investigation as time money. Executive team is dedicated to maintain to highest level performing through their planning, international mission, service support, and operation. Must do well is to must make too well in the hours for in the words, the walls in the hours corporate, margin in the price of the share is your as base opportunity in the yields days in the rest. OS standards that had to focus the energy in the temples in pace to reach to goal in the job in the company. Bunny-semen are them in the tried process and produced in the mean research nurse find indication to other projects in the maintain class relationship in the index. Cooper Life, the SNAU's language organization understand on the problem in the system error in decision making. The existence in the time error country is usual concession as organization is affection iteration to be for the achievement of teach. Authentic values. The values varies from hazard interaction will be racial, the heart love you, life that will be reflex on your personal because that for and person. Consistency is translated in the very ways in the bar part components on short model last between and fails that none can last or degrees in the line resisting with strength in the serpent some funds others. Essential values. In mean lot, cherish can, consistency, compassion, intertrain, perseverance, courage, disciplines, house, spirituality, faith, generosity, honesty, humility, justice, industriousness, laity, patience, forbearance, window, kindness, respect, interpreters. Competitive spirit in-house entrepreneurs by stimulating claims based in the tasks, products, and service credit. Managing these user effects as possible research and the responses are you obtain the underwears minds in the processes internal operation. Visionary company in the sale of Ascencio and every known obstacle funds in the round in the successes increasing in the some long term productivity in levels.
Buen día, profesor Juan. Voy a continuar con la presentación del vocabulario de la actividad. Marketplace. The system of buying and selling in competitive conditions. Feedback. Reaction to a process or activity or the information obtained from such a reaction. Positive, negative feedback. Vivid descriptions. A vibrant engage and specific description of what it will be like to achieve your goal in an envisioned future, translating the vision from words into pictures. Innovations, a new idea or method, or the use of new ideas and methods. Entrepreneurial culture, a society in which persons achievement the earning of money and the development of private business is encouraged. The authenticity, what is document or certificate, life real or sure. Creativity, the ability to produce original, imaginative ideas, solution or the light. Strategies, the way in which a business, government, or their organization plans its actions over a period of time to improve its position and achieve your goals. Norms, a standard model or pattern, a rule of behavior that is considered normal in society. Aspirations, something that you hope to achieve, a strong hope or wish for achievement of success. Creative process, phase that must follow for the application of the creativity and the generation of ideas are closest to a challenge or a problem to be solved. Convictions. A strong belief that is not likely to change, or the strong feeling that your beliefs are right. Mission. The result that a company or organizations is trying to achieve through its plan or actions.
Conclusions. The core ideology of a company is a fundamental pillar to guarantee the principles, values, and raison d'etre of the organization, which are conceived from the outset and who manage to position a company to endure in time. It is important to know that the ideology of base must not be based on fashion, market trends, or leaders of the time. Since its objectives is to be the model for the generations during the time of permanence in the market and be a fundamental part of that livelihood. The fundamental values or principles of a company must always be a focus on the human aspect and commitment with the community, making part of the code of ethics. This is why everyday organizations include within its principles and values corporate social responsibility. While not exist values that should apply is to all them companies in its vision, the leading edge innovation is an appearance approved by the great most of companies in reason to make part of the strategies of business of many companies. The success of the company lies in take the same values for his code of ethics. The really important is work strongly to consolidate the principles and values that contemplated in its core ideology and that becoming competitive advantage in the majority of situations. The accelerating goals, motivating forces, and envisioned future are important characteristics for a visionary company for their outstanding achievement. Moreover, while the values and principles must not be changed under any circumstances, practices and strategies should be changed depending on the different environmental factors such as fashion, new technologies, changing markets, to ensure the permanence and preference of the company by consumers.
In this part in the reading we can see as they +5 because to find the fundamental principle of the organization and determine if it was more convenient to their cartoons or wait and people happy. In this case where conducted severe investigation taking as reference 11 marking. Its simplest is also evidence in company of aspect in where it is determining that equality as infrastructure is vital for the security of the people however to clone the squad inter of that the 5Y. In simply that could be evidence of the two a simply significant achievement that this had not really continued profit. Also determination nor has to member the organization the carry how you project finance with creativity, energy and high entrepreneurial approach. The dialogue as person must be authentic and scripted and should be to guide to organization the must be with technical contribution as ways with the organization remember that our people want the same values and purpose behind the same idealisms. In organization, the ideals must be clear, concise and consistent to the laws of the company, to our core ideology since a company point individual. In the ideology of Sony is the core ideology, this what called pioneering spirit because it was unique to becoming its high technology product company. We can say that Sony brings out a potential big person, a rider determining values besides the vision. But one should not miss the core ideology with the concept of competition, seeing the trally in different theory, pioneering spirit in global market, when their technology bidding is a benefit to the public in general. The expected future can be done few was our clients' objectives. The goals must be visible and reached to time, while on the other hand, in the objectives, which must bring to reach to inspiration. Every company should have a good and most hard personal commitment and highly focused to comply with them. Each organization or company applaud the HBR can have a future visionary compares with to each those goals con between 10-30 years focused in the visionary objectives in strategies.
Conclusions. Companies, after achieving certain objectives and seem to be assured of their survival, often suffer from the "we have arrived" syndrome, without realizing that the world is constantly evolving and we must continue to think about the future, what we must continue to do. We can see that from descriptive experience of manage to think about a future in ideas that we created in our imagination and that serve to its light and intention to which we want to come, without confusing them with the central idea or the main targets of the company. Science to determine a finite future is a creative process, while to identify a central ideology is a discovery process. Esta es la bibliografía de donde obtuvimos parte de la información y muchas gracias.